Welcome back to Super Mario 64 DS. It has been a while, for me. Probably not for you, but for me it has been a while. Around, God, 2-ish weeks since the last time I recorded this series, and there's a reason for that. I kind of want to go over. If I can speak a little bit slower, I kind of want to go over what I've been doing these past few weeks, why I haven't been able to record. And it's honest to God pretty simple. I wanted a little bit of a break, not only because I wanted to focus on schoolwork, because exams were happening, AP exams rather. Everything got very, very busy, and it's still pretty busy, but it's calming down a little bit. So there's all of that happened. But I was also having problems getting into the mood of recording. I don't know what the issue was, but I think overall I just needed a little bit of a break. I have been doing Let's Plays pretty much non-stop on this channel, and one of the main reasons I wanted to do a lot of side content on this channel before this series started was because I was really feeling a bit fatigued, and I thought doing a little bit of a different type of content on the channel, doing side content, playing games I really just wanted to play, I thought that would really help me kind of get rid of that fatigue. And, you know, clearly that's not really the way things worked out. I still had that fatigue. I did end up having to take a break, and I think that's fine. I think taking a break every once in a while is fine, and for once, I'm actually kind of happy school gave me some extra work to do, because it gave me, I don't want to say a good excuse, but a good excuse. So I just decided, you know what, exams are coming up. I don't have a lot of time in the first place. Let's just take a break. Let's just wait until I'm in the mood to record again, and, you know, use exams, not as an excuse, but as a kind of a good starting point to take the break, because there's a reason for me to take the break. I'm not just doing it because I'm simply fatigued. It's kind of a double whammy, if you will. And I took that break. I was planning a lot of different types of content out with friends, just having fun planning things instead of actually doing things, because, you know, that is actually fun for me for some reason. And I don't know. I just needed to take a break. That break really helped. I recorded different types of content, none of which will probably be uploaded to my channel, maybe a different channel later on down the line, I don't know. The point is, I haven't done anything for this channel, but taking that break and doing different types of content just randomly, miscellaneously, planning things out, talking to friends, hanging out with friends, recording things with friends, all of it was a lot of fun, and I think I'm finally ready to get back into it. I really wanted to record today. I had this feeling deep inside my bones, like I need to get into it. So here I am. So, without further ado, I think it's about time we hop straight into the first mission for this episode, which is a 100 coin mission. Yeah, probably not the best way to get back into recording since I'm not going to be talking for a little while, but I'm just going to hop right into the mission, and I'll talk to you in there. So while I'm doing this 100 coin mission, I kind of want to talk about a game that I've been very invested in as of late, and I've really wanted to make time to play it, and I've been doing a decent job of that. So that game is Persona 5. It is a 100 plus JRPG, 100 plus hour JRPG rather, and I have taken a long time to beat it. It's a 100 plus hour JRPG. I do YouTube, I play other games on the side, but I finally decided to kind of just sit down and play it, and I'm really glad I've done that. It's really fun. I'm very invested in it. I'm enjoying it quite a lot. Around 60 plus hours in, around like 61, around close to 62 actually, the more I think about it. And I've been really enjoying it. I'd really recommend playing it. The combat is fun. Pretty much everything about it is fun. I really love it. The story is good. The world building is alright, but the character building is fantastic. The story itself is, oh, mwah. I love everything about it. And if the other Persona games are even close to as good as Persona 5 is, I'm definitely going to give them a shot. The only issue I've heard is that whereas Persona 5 has solidified palace layouts rather, where they are the exact same every single playthrough, Persona 3, Persona 4, not sure about Persona 1, Persona 2, but Persona 3 and 4 have randomly generated palaces, so it's not like the same every single time you go through. So if you've played Persona 5, it's kind of like Mementos. And I don't know how I feel about that, because that makes a lot of the special, interesting things about the palaces just, it wouldn't work. I kind of like the way they're designed now in Persona 5, and hopefully Persona 5 The Royal does a decent job making them a similar level of quality. hopefully fixing up some of the palaces which aren't that fun. Like Palace 5, which apparently is, it's a pretty common thing to dislike that palace, and I can definitely see why. It's not the most solid thing in the world, but it's not necessarily bad either. Anyway, I've really talked enough. I just kind of wanted to get Persona 5 off my chest, because I do want to talk about it and do probably a playthrough of it eventually, but I haven't really had a chance to make that work out, because Persona 5 The Royal is coming out. I'm not going to do a Let's Play of Persona 5 when my Let's Play would be just nullified within the span of seconds, because Persona 5 The Royal is very much like Persona 5, or Persona 4 Golden, Persona 3 Portable, where it's just an enhanced port of the original game. So I really do want to play the best version of the game on the channel, so I'm going to go with Persona 5 The Royal around 2020. So anyway, I've talked enough. I just kind of wanted to talk about Persona 5 because it is a fantastic game, very much worth your time. And I don't really have a lot of other things I want to talk about during these 100 coin missions. They're pretty short as of now, so I can't go into any in-depth topics, but they're just long enough for me to kind of just voice my opinion about one matter, something that's not super duper important. So, you know, that's that. Well, that was easy. I forgot how much more simple the 3DS, wow, I'm smart. I forgot how simple the DS version of this star actually is, because in the N64 version, you actually did have a little bit more to worry about. Essentially, the N64 version, as I previously stated, does not have that extra little bit at the bottom there. So Thwomp's Fortress is actually a lot easier because you have that little extra bit that has a crap ton of piranha plants, so a bunch of 5-coin enemies, and just a bunch of other coins in general. It's a pretty open spot. So there's one more thing, or there's a few more things I want to do on the bottom floor, but this is one of the, actually, you know what, no, wait, back, hold up. I'm not gonna go through that area just yet, because there's one more area I want to do beforehand. So let's hop into this one instead. You got a little sneak peek. That next one's for later, but this one's for now. So without further ado, let's hop straight into Cool Mountain. Slip sliding away. Cool Mountain's pretty cool. Oh, Snow Mountain Summit. Watch for slippery conditions. Please enter the cottage first. So, Cool Mountain. This is kind of an odd area for me, because it's not that I don't like it, but I don't love it either, so it's kind of like a weird mix. There's also a sign here. It says, Santa Claus isn't the only one who can go down a chimney. Come on in. Cabin proprietor. I actually forgot they mentioned Santa Claus by name in this game. I 100% forgot about that. I feel like I've heard that at some point in time, but I guess I forgot about it until now. Interesting. So I guess Santa Claus is canon. He's part of this universe. That's pretty neat. Anyway, I'm doing a lot of stuff without actually talking about it. So you can go down this slide. It's similar to the one we did in Peach's Castle. And you saw me follow a trail of rings. That trail of rings is something that shows you that there's a shortcut there. It's pretty easy to get to. It's literally just a wall that looks like it's solid. You go straight through it. So it's a pretty simple shortcut to get to. And that's that. Real easy star. The shortcut makes it a whole lot shorter and a whole lot easier, but we won't be able to use that the next time we actually come into this area, or go down the slide rather. So we hop right back in. Is it the next star? Little Penguin Lost. No, okay, I'm wrong. Little Penguin Lost is a little bit different, but I'll get back to what I was saying probably like next star. It's not going to be too long. So I'm going to cut to the chase right now. This penguin you see me standing next to right now, this is the one you want to pick up. It's the one at the top of the mountain. There are a few other baby penguins scattered throughout this level. They don't matter. They are not the penguin that is lost, apparently. They just don't have parents. The one that actually does have a parent, that's looking for their lost child, is this one right up here, which looks exactly the same as the other ones, because they use the exact same model, but, we don't talk about that. This one's special, it's special. So, essentially, all you want to do is take another slide down. Yes, this is a very slippy and slidey place, like the name, or not like the name implies, like the text box we originally learned about implies, or we initially read whatever. This snowman... we're gonna get to him later, but I don't particularly like his star too much. It's a little finicky, but we'll get to that again later. Moving on, I'm taking my little penguin buddy around. These guys, I don't remember the name of them. They're snowmen though, and they bounce around. You cannot kill them. There's literally no way. There are other forms of snowmen later. They can be killed. You have to circle around them. It makes no sense, but you know, whatever floats their boats. I think they're a takeover, a leftover. I don't know. The enemy AI is similar to this other enemy we know, or we don't know yet, but we will get to know later. It's an eye. You spin around the eye, and anyway, more importantly, you found my precious, precious baby. Where have you been? How can I ever thank you? Oh, I do have this star. Here, take it with my eternal gratitude. Thank you. But there's also this eye enemy that has a very similar AI to the snowmen. I don't know, it's kind of weird. But if you've been part of the Mario 64 Mario community in general for a while, you might know about a little special thing we can do. If we take this penguin, Mama Penguin will get mad. But more importantly, so much more importantly, goodbye. Goodbye. Never coming back. And then the mom just won't talk to me again. Okay, I thought it was gonna be more something like, you killed my child! But no, they probably wouldn't put that in a Mario game. But it's kind of funny how, if you pick up the penguin and try to take it away, the mom gets really mad. And if you drop it off the cliff, she's just done. She's mortified. She can't move at all. She just goes back to normal because she's so freaked out and like, oh my god, my child's dead. But anyway, moving on to the next star, Big Penguin Race. This is what I was talking about before. So, this is kind of similar to an issue I had in Thwomp's Fortress. We are going to be doing essentially the exact same race, exact same slide again, except this time it's going to be timed. We are going to do a race, but we cannot use the shortcut. Similar to Koopa the Quick, he will not allow you to use shortcuts. I'm the world champion slider. I may be bulky, but I'm very fast. Alright, race, go. Go, I can speak, I'm not stupid, I swear. But yeah, again, we cannot use the shortcuts. That will be considered cheating. They will know if you do it. So, just don't do it. Just don't do it. We will be seeing the rest of the slide. I wasn't going to do a shortcut and then not show off the rest of the slide, because it is actually a pretty decent chunk of the level. So, I wouldn't keep that from you, I swear, I swear. That turn can get a little bit iffy. I also don't know why I jumped there. Going down and just sliding down on that would have been perfectly fine. But so yeah, the slide is pretty big, and if you're doing the 100 coin mission, it will be a pretty big part of the level, so I didn't want to, like, not show it off. I knew this was coming, and I was saving it for this very moment. You broke my record, unbelievable! I heard you were the coolest, now you've proven that you're also the fastest. Oh, thank you. You sure know how to get to an Italian plumber's heart. I can't give you a gold medal, but here, take the star instead. You've earned it. Thank yous. And with that, that is another star right into the bag. Just sliding it in there with the rest of my... How many stars is it now? 24. That's actually a lot. We're moving up in the star count pretty dang quickly. Frosty Slide for 8 red coins. This is your simple, usual red coin mission. Except for the fact that I think I messed up. Oh yeah, also, this is a shortcut. Warning, cold crevice below. Okay, cool. This is a shortcut, though. I'm not going to go over it just now, maybe a little bit later, but for now, I'm going to ignore it. That will actually take you down to the bottom of the mountain, and conversely, it'll also take you to the top if you take the shortcut from the bottom. I'm stupid. I knew as soon as I entered this level I was forgetting something, and that something I was forgetting was Yoshi. Yoshi is an incredibly important part of Cool Mountain, for whatever reason. Sometimes, this game likes to throw in little sections where you play as poor old Yoshi, the long-forgotten dinosaur who has almost no use in this game. And I always forget that Cool Mountain, the red coin mission, requires you to use him, because there are 2 blocks that are ice, and you have to use Yoshi's fire breath to not burn them, melt them. Burn them down, that's something you would do with wood. I meant melt them. So, pretty much what you gotta do. Take Yoshi. You might have noticed that there is a fire right over there. You swallow the fire. Not sure how that works. Even as a kid, I was kind of iffy about that, because wouldn't that, like, burn his insides, his intestines, kind of ruin his digestive system a little bit? Probably the rest of his body. I don't think the digestive system is the most important part that would be screwed there, but, anyway, moving on. You make the ice melt, therefore allowing you to get the red coin. It's pretty simple stuff. They did something similar to that in Super Mario Sunshine, where there were ice blocks. There were very few and far between, which makes sense. It's a tropical island. But, you had to spray it with water, and that would slowly make the ice block melt. It's like that, except much faster, and a little bit less annoying. So, I mean, it's not like a big difference, but it's one shot of fire, and it's a lot of shots of water. Lots and lots of water goes into it. I don't know why I'm talking about Sunshine. I've been playing it recently, and it's just, I don't know. It's been on my mind. I apologize. I could talk about my issues with that game right now, but I don't want to do that. Let's just continue on doing the red coin mission. So I already took care of the 2 ice block ones. Pretty simple stuff right there. There's a red one right over here, right next to the Bob-omb that actually shows off where all of the red coins are. Thank you for that, I guess. I mean, it's actually not bad placement. It does make sense. I don't believe there's another one up here. So I'm just gonna head down. Dealing with these guys kind of sucks, not gonna lie. They're a little slow. It just makes things slower on this area. Again, not a big deal. I'm being a little whiny baby boy. But they do make things slightly slower in this area. So getting from point to point can be a little bit tiresome. But it's, again, not a big deal. I'm just a speed demon. Gotta go fast, Speedy Sonic style. Thanks for ruining me, Sonic the Hedgehog. Maybe I shouldn't have played your games when I was a kid, because it was a bad influence. Not actually, but, I do kind of like a little bit of speed, even when it's a detriment to, you know, myself, my mind. Oh yeah, by the way, there's an owl here. I'm not going to use him. He's not really that useful. I mean, I guess if you want to get back to the top of the mountain quickly. But there's also a shortcut, literally right to my left here, at the very end of that bridge. If you stand on the very end of the bridge, you will end up going back to the top of the mountain. So it's kind of useless. Not gonna lie. Though you might be able to use the owl to actually get onto the area that I platformed onto, where there was the ice block with the red coin, the one that seemed kind of inaccessible using my without using my flutter jump. So that might be it. Also, remember when I said there wasn't a red coin up there? Yeah, I lied to you. That was a big fat lie. There's actually one right at the end of the ski lift. So you stand on the edge of a ski lift. It takes you to whatever side you're standing on, so up or down, depending on, again, the side you're standing on. And there we go. That's a star. That's all 8 red coins done. We are still on the first floor. These are still baby boy hour missions. They will not get difficult until later on. So that was pretty simple. In fact, they'll probably get difficult pretty soon, actually. Pretty dang soon. Or at least somewhat difficult. But there we go. That is the last star that I'm going to be getting in today's episode. Cool Cool Mountain has just been started. We got a little bit more to do next time. But again, that's for next time. Until then.